A 24-year Indianapolis operator and an Alpharetta veteran both knew when it was time. Restaurants change hands for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes a concept has run its course. Sometimes the owner has earned the right to chase a new dream. And sometimes a buyer sees something in a location that changes everything. Two recent closings from the We Sell Restaurants team prove that no two exits look alike. But every successful sale has one thing in common: the right broker connecting the right seller to the right buyer. This month, our restaurant brokers closed deals in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Alpharetta, Georgia. One seller traded the kitchen for the cockpit after more than 2 decades behind the counter. The other recognized his concept had peaked and handed a prime location to a rising Italian brand. Here is how each deal came together. Deal 1, Indianapolis, Indiana Restaurant Resale, by Eric and Bobby Irwin. The seller. This was no absentee owner. The seller worked in this Indianapolis restaurant for 24 years and owned it for 16 of them. That is 24 years of showing up, serving the same community, and weathering every economic cycle and staffing challenge the industry could throw at him. A track record like that tells buyers everything they need to know before they ever open the books. Stable operations, proven systems, and real goodwill in the community. His reason for selling makes this one of the more memorable exit stories we have seen. He is moving on to fly his plane professionally. For buyers, a seller with a positive reason to exit is a green flag. The business is not being offloaded because of a problem. It is being passed along because the owner accomplished what he set out to do and is ready for what comes next. The buyer. The new owner comes from the corporate world, having held numerous executive positions, including at Eli Lilly. His motivation was strategic. He wanted to diversify his investments, and a restaurant with 16 years of consistent ownership offered exactly the kind of stable, cash-flowing asset he was looking for. This buyer profile is one the restaurant brokers see more and more often. Executives and professionals are increasingly turning to restaurant ownership as a way to put capital to work in a tangible business they can see, touch, and improve. They may not have spent years on the line, but they bring financial discipline and management experience to businesses that already have proven systems in place. The deal, Eric and Bobby Irwin, the restaurant brokers for WSR in Indianapolis, matched a seller with a well-earned exit plan to a buyer with the resources and business acumen to carry the restaurant forward. Listing number 32973 closed as another successful Indianapolis restaurant resale. Deal 2, Alpharetta, Georgia, restaurant resale, by Marcus Buffaro. The seller. The seller is a veteran operator who has owned several restaurants in the Alpharetta area. This was not his first transaction with Marcus Buffaro, who previously purchased South Main Kitchen from the same seller. That existing relationship brought trust to the deal from day one, and it proves a point we make often. The restaurant community is smaller than you think, and reputation follows you into every transaction. Every concept has a life cycle, and this owner recognized his had run its course as sales trended down. Rather than ride out a decline in a premium location, he sold while the space still commanded strong buyer interest. Owners who exit while there is still momentum protect their price and widen the pool of buyers competing for the business. The buyer. The buyer, Danielle, owns Mezza Luna in Marietta and purchased this restaurant strictly for the location. The plan is ambitious, bringing a high-end Italian concept called Osteria Bella to Halcyon, one of the most sought-after mixed-use developments in the North Atlanta market. The logic is simple and smart. In developments like Halcyon, second-generation restaurant space rarely comes available, and building from a shell can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars before the first plate is served. Acquiring an existing restaurant means the infrastructure, permits, and lease come with the deal. Sometimes the concept being sold matters less than the address it occupies, and this deal is proof, the deal. This one was not easy, and it shows why restaurant sales are not a do-it-yourself project. The transaction required complex negotiations with the property management company, JLL, and persistence to get across the finish line. Lease assignments with institutional property managers can stall or kill a deal without an experienced hand guiding the process. The sale was also a co-broke, and the collaboration between brokers worked through the toughest sticking points on the landlord side. Marcus Buffaro of WSRGA, Marietta. And coming brought listing number 32794 home. The common thread. On the surface, these deals could not look more different. An Indianapolis lifer selling to a pharmaceutical executive so he can fly planes for a living. A Metro Atlanta veteran handing a Halcyon address to an expanding Italian brand. But both closings came down to the same fundamentals. Sellers who knew it was time, buyers with a clear vision, and restaurant brokers with the local market knowledge and persistence to get the deal done. Frequently asked questions. Why do owners sell profitable restaurants? Not every sale is driven by trouble. Many owners, like the Indianapolis seller who left to fly professionally, exit to pursue a new passion or retire on their own terms. Others, like the Alpharetta seller, recognize a concept has run its course and sell, while the business and location still hold value. When is the right time to sell a restaurant? Before you have to. Owners who list while sales are stable or while the location still commands demand protect their asking price and attract more qualified buyers. Waiting until a decline deepens almost always costs the seller money. Is a restaurant a good investment for someone without industry experience? It can be. Buyers with strong business backgrounds, like the former executive in the Indianapolis deal, often succeed by applying professional management skills to an established operation with proven systems. Why would a buyer purchase a restaurant just for the location? In high-demand developments like Halcyon, second-generation restaurant space is scarce. Acquiring an existing restaurant secures the address, the infrastructure, and the lease in one transaction. What is a co-broke restaurant sale? A co-broke means two brokers, one representing each side, cooperate to close the transaction. On complex deals, the combined experience often makes the difference. How do I buy or sell a restaurant? Contact the restaurant brokers at We Sell Restaurants by visiting WeSellRestaurants.com or calling 404-8-006-700.